Hello guys, this is Shivam and I'm back with another video. In this video I'm going to show you how we can install macOS on any Windows device using virtual machine with the Linux base, and then we can install macOS on Windows PC. So after that I'm going to show you how we can jailbreak your device with Checkra1n Jailbreak by using Windows PC, and let's get into it. The very first step will be go to the BIOS mode by using your whatever system you're using. You should know the commands you will get on Google. For me it's F10. Once you're inside a setup utility, then go to system configuration, and there make sure you enable virtualization technology, something like that for me in HP. So make sure it's enable. Okay, once you're enable, just exit with the F10 button and start the Windows. To check your system compatibility, go to run, type msinfo32 and hit OK. Then you can see the system type should be x64 base, and Hyper-V VM monitor, and something virtualization should be enabled. If all else, that means you are good to go. One more important step, click on Windows disk management, and here you can see C drive. You need to create a partition drive to install a new OS on it. So for that, right click on your C drive and shrink volume, and then type around 80 to something like 60 to 80 gigs. Okay, so I'm going for the 100 GB. Once your drive is allocated, just create a volume and hit next, and keep the setup as it is, NTFS. Just give it a name for your volume, and it's okay, and we are done here. Partition drive is formatting, and it will create a new partition drive for us. Just open it, and there we go. We got 100 GB for our new OS. Close everything, go to internet Chrome, search for github.com/Ra1nStorm, hit enter and click on it. Now you have Ra1nStorm helper, click on it. Make sure you read all the stages step by step given. Everything is mentioned over there, whatever system requirement over there. The very important thing is VTD should be enabled for your system, then only you can able to install this OS on your system. And here go to resource and hit assets. There we will get four files. The first two will be very important. First we're gonna need setup.exe file. Click on it and start installing it. It will be around 1.37 GB. It depends on your system and internet speed, that how much time it will take. For me it's took a while, and so meanwhile you can see the remaining two files has some important information about the installation guide up, how to install macOS on your system. So go ahead and read that. So our setup is completed. So once setup is completed, you will get Xubuntu installer, and make sure you select your installation drive. For me it's E drive, which I created earlier. As you can see, E drive which has 100 gigs. Next, installation size, I'm gonna select 64 GB, and the device management will be Xubuntu, and language will be English. Username by default, and hit provide the password, easy way, so that you can understand, because it's gonna need in future when we are installing Xubuntu. And hit install. It will start installation. It will take a while, so be patient. I'm gonna speed up. Once it is done, it will ask you to reboot your device. Hit finish. When black window will appear, press shift to go to the GNU grub version 2, and you can see don't confuse with other options. Just go to the normal mode and then you're in the Xubuntu. Now the Xubuntu installation will proceed. It will take some time to install. Let the process begin and be patient. I'm gonna speed up here because it took me so long to install the Xubuntu. I'm gonna speed up the video around 10 times than normal. It's almost going to finish. I got this window. I don't know what exactly happens, but I'm stuck here. So I'm going to show this each and every step because you should have some idea what I'm going to face and what you should going to face. So to avoid that, I just restarted my system, and I'm going to the Xubuntu, and this time it's installed, and just hit that password which I put earlier. Now the Xubuntu has been installed, and that is a virtual machine. We are in a Linux based system. So finally this step has been done. The next step will be to install any updates. Just go ahead and install it. So we're gonna need to go to the Firefox, which has been by default installed. Now we are going to github.com/Ra1nStorm website. Hit it and go to resource, Ra1nStorm helper, resources, scroll down to assets, 4 files which we seen earlier. The first file we need right now, Ra1nStorm.run. This is the file which is very important. Let it download. It's a very small file. Once it is download, close Safari, drag that file to desktop, and this file is needed for every time we run terminal. So the next step will be go to menu and open terminal emulator. And here is the thing, just focus on what I'm typing right now. Just type cd desktop because our file is on desktop. So once you hit that, now the command we needed to run terminal is sudo space bash space that file we gonna need, Ra1nStorm.run. Just drag that file to terminal and hit enter. Once you hit enter, you will get this error. So just go ahead and ignore it, cancel it, cancel this window and hit enter. Now just type the Xubuntu password which we given earlier. Hit enter, you will get this window. Just click install, not the other one, and hit OK. Then you will get this window. So read the instruction. There is an instruction. Read that instruction carefully so that you should know that you are on a track. So I have read the instruction. Now I'm gonna get started. So the next step will be, it will check your compatibility. Once it said pass, okay, I just got the error while installing, so I guess we need to start again the process. Just close this window and start run the command again, bash space Ra1nStorm.run file and hit enter. Window we got here is about mousepad, some error is there. Just go ahead and delete that close that window, hit install, okay, and the same process. Again we got the error, so that means we need to start again this terminal, a new window. Just close this and let's start the new terminal emulator. So the same process why I'm going to show each and every step, so I'm not gonna skip this. Okay, so you guys should get some idea what I'm doing here. So cd desktop, enter, and sudo bash space run the command and close this window, hit enter, provide the password, install, okay, get started, and the compatibility pass. Once it is done, next, and the command has started running. Hope this time it should run. The installation has been begin. The QME installation is started. It will take a while. I'm gonna speed up. Installation of virtual manager has been started. You can see step by step, you can read that installation. So every step is for the different files. I have speed up the process around 10 times faster so that you can get idea that how much time it will take to run this process. Now successfully installed packages. OS X virtual machine has been started downloading. Now we have macOS installation image will be started downloading, and it will take a long time to install it, so be patient. Without error, once you have something error like this, go to Xubuntu, restart, and provide the password and run the same command, terminal cd desktop bash space sudo space Ra1nStorm file, enter it, provide the password and hit install. Now we have some extra files right now, just ignore it because we are running 2-3 times, so that's why the more files has came. Just install and hit OK. Same process we have repeated. Now this time it should run. So each time you do this process, the process is going to be faster than usual. Now it will take a long to download the image of macOS. Once it will download the macOS image, then it will allow us to install the macOS on Windows. It is done. Now it started running, and there we go, we got the image, macOS image, and a bunch of option over there. Just okay, so the downside options are not required, just we require that highlighted option. Just go ahead and hit enter for that option, and the installation will be begin for macOS image. It will take 4-5 minutes. I'm going to speed up. Be patient. So there we go, the macOS has been started and it's booting up. almost there. So image has been installed, and there we go. Just choose the language. For me, I'm from UK, so I'm gonna select UK. And then disk utility. So make sure you read that description, means how to install macOS on. So basically you need to go to the disk utility, and you need to format the drive, whichever partition drive you have. Read this instruction. So I'm going to show my all drives. As you can see, there are 3 drives right now, 284 and 2 GB. This is my drive actually, 36 GB. Just go ahead and erase the drive, give it a new name. Sorry for the voice quality. And start erase. It will format the drive and it will be ready for the macOS format. And then go to reinstall macOS, and it will start downloading macOS Mojave from the internet connection. So make sure you have internet connection which is very strong. I'll recommend to give a strong connection, and it will take long time to download it. Just continue, agree the terms and condition, and select the drive and hit install. It will start install Mojave from the Apple server, and it will take a long time to download it. A few days later. Once Mojave installed, so this is the Mac startup setup. I'm gonna zoom up and I'm gonna show you. Now this is pretty much same as Mac system, so I'm gonna forward this process. So make sure you know that and read the instructions. So now we are in the Mac OS. As you can see, I'm recording my screen by using QuickTime Player. Now go to the Safari, Checkra1n.com, and make sure you select the latest one. And this is the same method now as macOS people will do. An application, just open, and there we go, it's open. Now make sure you use Apple cable for this, because it will not detect any third-party cable. So if it is not detecting, just go to terminal and type cd desktop sudo -bash - drag that file, install it. It will install the drivers, and once it is installed, then it will connect your device. Hit next to enter into DFU mode. And for me, I'm using iPhone SE, so that simple method: press and hold the top and home button together for 4 seconds and release the top button and keep holding the home button for 10 seconds, and then there we go, the Checkra1n has been installed. Now we know we don't need a system. Now we can see the Checkra1n has been installed, and we got jailbroke device completely. So finally we have the Checkra1n over here. So this is how you can jailbreak your device. I hope you understand. Hit install on Cydia. Cydia will install. I know the process was very tricky and very big process, but if you follow my steps, the process has been same. Now recently for Linux official jailbreak is going to come, and I'll show you. My next video will be for that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like and share. And this is Shivam signing off, and it's always peace.